Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So for CSC520 operating system project, which is practical implementation of OS concept, we have choose topic system scheduling, which is first come first serve. So in this video, we would like to share about our project. So this is our team member, which is me, Nuradila Safia binti Muhammad Zainal Abidin, Aisyah Nabila, Putri Adila and Widatul Khalid. So the concept. First come first serve, which is also known as FCFS scheduling algorithm in operating system, is one of the simplest CPU scheduling techniques. It operates on a queue-based approach where processes are executed in the exact order they arrive in the ready queue without preemption. Once a process starts executing, it runs to completion. This non-preemptive nature makes FCFS fair in terms of arrival time, but it can lead to inefficiencies such as the convoy effect, where short processes wait for long processes to complete, resulting in increased average waiting and turnaround time. While easy to implement and understand, FCFS is not always optimal for systems requiring high responsiveness or minimal waiting times.
Hello everyone, today I will be explaining the implementation of the first come first serve scheduling algorithm. Let's break this into two parts, the code logic and the code flow. For the code logic, what is actually happening behind the scenes? First, waiting time calculation. The waiting time for a process is calculated by summing up the burst times of all the processes that came before it. The first process, however, has a waiting time of 0 because it starts execution right away. Second, turnaround time calculation. Turnaround time is the total time a process spends in the system. It's computed as the sum of waiting time and burst time for each process. Third, Gantt chart. The Gantt chart visually represents how the processes are executed. Processes are placed one after the other in the order of their arrival, with the timeline showing when each starts and ends. Fourth, averages. To evaluate the efficiency of FCFS, we calculate two averages, the average waiting time and the average turnaround time. These are found by adding up the waiting and turnaround times for all processes and dividing by the total number of processes.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Putri Adila binti Syamad. Now that we have covered the code structure, let's go through the program flow. First, the user enters the number of processes and IDs are assigned automatically. The user then inputs the burst time. Next, the program calculates waiting time using calculate waiting time, where the first process starts at 0, and each following process waits for the previous one to finish. Then, turnaround time is calculated using calculate turnaround time, adding waiting time to the burst time. Once the calculations are done, the results are displayed in a table showing process details. The program also generates a Gantt chart using print Gantt chart, which visually represent execution order. Finally, calculate and display average, computes and prints the average waiting and turnaround times. Here is the full Java code for the first come first serve scheduling algorithm. Each function handles a key part of the process, from user input to calculations, the Gantt chart and final results. This modular approach ensures the program runs efficiently and is easy to understand.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Widatul Khalid binti Ruslan. So now I will continue with explain the result of the code logic. So now we're going to insert the input. So enter the number of process, which is for example 3, and then continue with enter burst time for each process for P1, P2 and P3. Then the output of this program shows how processes are executed in the first come first serve scheduling method. It calculates and displays each process waiting time, which is time spent waiting in the queue, and turnaround time is the total time from arrival to completion. The results are summarized in a table showing burst times, waiting times and turnaround times for all processes. A Gantt chart visually represents the order and timeline of execution, showing when each process starts and finishes. Lastly, the program computes and displays the average waiting time and turnaround time, giving an overall measure of efficiency for the schedule. Next, I will continue with the observation. The observation from this FCFS scheduling program highlight into process execution in a first come first serve manner. The waiting time for each process depends on the cumulative burst times of all preceding processes, meaning processes that arrive later will face longer delays, leading to a potential drawback called the convoy effect. Longer processes delay shorter ones. Turnaround time increases proportional with waiting time, emphasizing the importance of arrival order in the non-preemptive scheduling. The Gantt chart provides a clear visualization of execution order and completion times, making it easier to understand process flow. Lastly, the compute average, waiting and turnaround times reflect the overall efficiency of this scheduling algorithm, which perform best when burst times are short and fairly uniform. That's all from me. Thank you.